Fantastic. Okay, guys. First of all, I would like to say thank you so much for those of you who are attending. Probably for some of you, this is your first time being part of this presentation. I think this is our second time actually doing this presentation. And my concept is very simple. We keep improving the content. We keep improving, continuously improving whatever that we are doing. It doesn't mean that you stop, just because the first time you have introduced it, everything is well. I think the continuous improvement attitude, right, is going to be very, very important for us to continuously improve. Okay. So I want to welcome each and every one of you. Thank you so much, for taking your time to be part, to come on board and try to understand first what is JDXBOT, how does this whole thing works, how does the ecosystem integrates, what is the initial cost to get started, right? That's something that people want to know. And if you have any other questions later on, I will allow you to ask any questions, or you can even put up there in the chat room, and I will definitely look into those questions and try to answer your question. Try to keep your question to the scope of the presentation. The technical question, I think you can keep it for Thursday. We will be having an AMA session. So join the Thursday session and ask anything related to the technical aspects of it. I think that will be more appropriate so that we can keep the meeting short, sweet, but yet, okay, impactful and touching more life, all right? So now, first thing first, I just want you to know that JD Wealth, the company name, all right? The company name is JD Wealth Maker. It is a incorporated company, and this is basically a financial technology, decentralized finance software development company. Okay, so this is a very important insight because we are not an MLM, and we also do not promise any kind of fixed ROI or fixed profit or fixed return. Okay, so what we do is basically we develop software related to decentralized finances and so on. Okay, now the first product that we have developed, which is called JDXBOT, is the brainchild. Okay, it's a brainchild of JDXBOT. You can call it software, you can call it algorithm, you can call it strategy. It doesn't matter. But basically, this is our first software that we have developed, right? And our goal is to empower ordinary people to generate extraordinary income with all the solutions and the product that we are creating. So in the future, you might be actually, so if you are part of JD Wealth Maker, right, you are going to also enjoy the new product that we're going to release in the future. I think we have JD Swap, whereby it will be you will be able to do auto swapping. Okay, auto swapping between two separate asset, whereby it will be done automatically. Okay, for you. And then we also have a DCA bot that we're going to be introducing, whereby the bot will be actually doing a dollar cost averaging, basically a saving for you automatically and so on. So there are many other products that we are thinking to bring on board, but this is basically the heartbeat, okay, the heartbeat or the core product of JD Wealth Maker, which is JDXBOT. Now, JDXBOT is an industry first, fully autonomous crypto-algorithmic tactical futures trading bot. Okay, so please take note, we are not a spot. Okay, we are not involved in spot. We are not involved in Forex. We are not involved in stocks. We are basically a crypto algorithmic tactical futures trading strategy. So a lot of what we are doing here, a lot of this algorithm is basically a tactical and mathematical. Okay, so please understand that, because I'm not saying technical is not good, but when you are trading, right, a tactical strategy is more powerful than a technical strategy. Okay, so that is very, very important. And also please understand that JDXBOT is a third-party exchange-based API commission software as a service solution. Okay, so we develop software, and this software can be connected through an API, okay, with the exchanges that we are partnering with. So you will be able to control 100% all your funds, okay, all your funds in those exchanges and so on. And these exchanges require you to do KYC. So it is much, much safer. Okay, you have to do KYC, and you need to make sure all those requirements are met before you can actually be part of JDXBOT. Okay, so this is how, this is basically a very important insight for you to understand about the positioning of JDXBOT as a brand under JD Wealth Maker company itself. Okay, now let's take a quick, a glance at this intro video. It's just a 2 minutes video. I believe that you'll be able to learn a lot of important things, a lot of the key important insight, okay, about JDXBOT through this video.
In a world driven by possibilities, where financial freedom knows no boundaries, emerges an extraordinary solution. JDXBOT, industry-first, autopilot high-velocity algorithmic crypto trading strategy. JDXBOT is not just an ordinary trading bot. It's a game changer, designed to put you in the driver's seat of your financial future, embracing the power of digitization. With 100% control of your funds, you decide your destiny. Harness the power of automation, 100% hands-free. Zero trading background is required. Whether you're an experienced trader or completely new to the game, JDXBOT simplifies the journey. A proven winning strategy awaits, paving the way for boundless opportunities. Be it a bullish run or a bearish downturn, JDXBOT helps you thrive in any market condition. Trade 24/7, 365 days, whether you're in the heart of the city or at the edge of the world. A reliable and regulated trading platform, offering peace of mind. Crafted by an experienced real trader, a masterpiece of expertise. Embrace the most affordable strategy without compromising on excellence. Seamless onboarding process, start effortlessly. Our automated high-velocity crypto trading strategy operates on a powerful 100x throttle, delivering impressive speed and earnings. It monitors market volatility, identifies opportunities, and executes perfect entries to maximize profitability swiftly. At our core, we believe in the essence of velocity of earnings, the efficiency of earning as determined by the rate of return or speed of earnings. For us, wealth creation demands speed. Experience the game changer in the crypto industry, an incredible hands-free money printing machine, the JDXBOT. In a word,
Okay, you will be able to get that, intro video in our YouTube, or if you are part of our Telegram group, the video will be there. Okay, but if you are receiving an invitation to join, I believe that your leader would have actually given you the link to that video too. Okay, so do take a look at those videos if you really need it, and also share it across to people who really want to understand and know about JDXBOT. Now, let's quickly look into our unique advantages. Okay. Now, the first thing is that please understand that when we design the strategy, one of the important things that we really want to do is that we want to relinquish 100% control of the fund to our users. Okay. Now, we don't want users to have the fear that they put the money into a platform and then suddenly that platform disappears, or that platform now controls their fund and they can't do much about it, right? So we don't want that situation to happen to any of our users. Okay. So here users have 100% complete control of their funds, allowing them to manage their investment independently. So if you decided how much you want to actually fund, you can decide yourself. And if you have your profit will be in your separate wallet, and you can decide to withdraw your profit at any time. And through these exchanges or this platform, you can actually even withdraw less than 5 minutes of those funds that you have over there. Okay, so that gives you 100% control. Okay, now the second thing is that it is 100% autopilot, 24/7, 365 days, anytime, anywhere. So you can be anywhere, anytime. All right, the bot will continuously to run as long as the algorithmic rules and the market condition meets. The bot will continue to run. The bot may even, take profit, close, and then the bot will wait for the right market condition before the bot basically resume the trading and so on. Okay, now. The other thing is that it is 100% transparency, and also you actually can get independent trade results at your own fingertips. Okay, this is very important. So you can actually watch the trade, okay, before your own eyes, any of those trades that are openings and so on, and all those trades are basically running independently in accordance to your own capital in those trading fund that you have. All right. Now, The other thing is that it's a tested, proven winning strategy. I think those of you have been part of JDXBOT, you know that we have been doing this mentorship program, teaching people how to manually actually use JD Wealth Maker strategy, right? My strategy for many, many years. But when come to the bot itself, the beta testers has been with us for almost 2 years. So this bot has been tested, has been actually continuously improved for the past 2 years. And here we are today, okay, with an optimized strategy. So whoever that is coming on board from now onwards, right, from the month of March onwards, you are basically using a refined, optimized bot, which is actually delivering 3 or 4 times more in terms of the performance compared to what, okay, we used to experience before, right? So please take note of that. Now, it is safe, reliable, and compliance trading platform. This is going to be very important when come to the selection of the platform. So we look we look intensely into the platform, making sure. So one of the most important thing is that users' fund must be protection. So there are protection, there are fund protection in this platform. So in the event that you lost your fund because of the hackings and so on, you do not need to really worry because it is a one-to-one, fund protection and so on. So you can actually go and check all this information. And if you are looking into, a quick information on that, you can go through the FAQ, okay, in JDXBOT website. Okay, go through and look at the FAQ. And I've explained details about the fund protections and so on in those FAQ. Okay, last but not least, JDXBOT actually offers one of the highest profit sharing in the industry with instant settlement of profit. So over here, all the tradings that has been conducted, right? So we have one of the highest compensation. So I'll be explaining to you detail how the compensation takes place and how you can enjoy, the profit sharing with JDXBOT, right? So that will be important. So these are key advantages that make JDXBOT appealing choice for individuals seeking automated crypto trading solution with highest transparency, accessibility, and history of success, all at an affordable initial cost, which I'll be explaining to you very, very shortly, how you can get started, what will be the minimum cost for you to get started, and so on. Okay, all right. Now, please understand, these are the important ecosystem when come to JDXBOT. So we have most important component here is BitGet. BitGet is basically the exchanges. It is our official partner. So we work with them and we provide you with the API connectivity with BitGet. So you need to basically, okay, register an account. Okay, you need to have an account with BitGet. So you require to do a sign up. You have to do KYC first with BitGet. So if your KYC is not approved, or if you are from the country that is sanctioned and you cannot be part of BitGet, you cannot be part of JDXBOT. So please understand that, okay? So you first need to have an account with BitGet. Only then you can be part of JDXBOT. So do not sign up for JDXBOT unless you have an account with BitGet, okay? This is important. And thereafter, you have to create an API and buying with JDXBOT. We have all those instructions, a getting started guide, getting started checklist, which I will show you later. You just have to follow step by step to get all this process done, okay? Now, when come to JDXBOT, you also have to sign up, okay? So you need to sign up with BitGet. Okay, you also need to sign up with JDXBOT separately. And thereafter, you need to perform the email verification and then make sure you actually enable your 2FA authentication. And thereafter, you proceed to purchase the strategy plan. And once you have purchased, you perform the API binding with BitGet, and then you fund your strategy wallet. And then you fund your main futures account in BitGet, fund your sub account in BitGet, and then your bot will be activated. Okay, all this process are important process, and you have to follow through the checkpoints. Okay, follow through the checkpoint, follow through the getting started guide. Do it diligently. Take your time because it is only once. Okay, once you've done everything, and thereafter, what will happen is that your bot then will be activated. Okay, will be activated with JDXBOT strategy. So here we have 3 separate strategy or asset. So we have a USDC, USDT, and also BTC. So you can select, okay, either one, or most of the time we encourage our users to go for all the three strategies, because different strategy may run at different market condition and algorithmic rules. It may also give you different results in terms of the performance and also the profitability. Okay, now these are some of the key superior features of JDXBOT. We trade on the futures leverage. We use cross margin mode, okay, not isolated. Dual position hedge mode, wallet management strategy. We have the main futures account management, and we have the sub account management, which I will explain very, very shortly. We got auto dollar cost averaging and auto hedging. We don't use martingale. Okay, please take note. We only use auto DCA and auto hedging. It's an auto profit taking smart contract strategy wallet. This is where your 30% fees, right? The 70-30 profit sharing will be deducted, and you have a live dashboard that you can see everything in real time. Most of those data are updated in real time, so you can see everything in JDXBOT, a live dashboard. And please understand, it is 100% autopilot without the intervention of human. Okay, please take note of that. So this is basically a hands-free money printing machine that we have developed, to give the peace of mind to our users, so that everything is taken care 100% autonomous. Okay, that is the most important thing. So these are how the ecosystem basically integrated and how the ecosystem basically works. Now, as I mentioned to you, right now, please understand, guys, one of the major important thing when come to trading, or when you are basically involved in the market, is what we call a wallet management strategy. So these are basically, terms that we have coined in our own, trading experiences. So wallet management strategy is going to be very, very critical. So JDXBOT employs a dynamic risk management strategy, risk management system that actively manages the interaction between users' main future account and sub account to safeguard users' position. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you how the sub account and the main account actually works, and why it is critical to make sure that all these different wallets, all these different accounts are set up properly before even your bot actually get activated. Okay, that's going to be critical. Now, the first thing first is that real-time monitoring. Okay, now the algorithm continuously monitors the estimate liquidation price. So when come to futures trading, your liquidation price is critical. The closer your liquidation price, it will put your position into a very risky situation. All right. So our algorithm monitors the estimate liquidation price. Okay. Now, if it approaches within 30,000 points, okay, we are continuously monitoring all these numbers. Okay. So when you look at the numbers, please understand that some of these numbers may change, but at the moment, 30,000 points are very, very safe point. That simply means that, imagine, right, your price is 30,000 points away from getting liquidated, right? $30,000 away. So if currently the price is 90,000, you can only get liquidated when it is 130,000. So it is almost impossible, unless otherwise there is a massive manipulation in the market where the price moved 20 to 30,000 or 40,000, which we have not seen that happen unless during the ETF approval that took place last year. Okay, please take note. Now, so the system will automatically replenish the main futures account with an amount equivalent to the total dollar cost average value. Now, this replenishment restores the balance to the highest available balance for optimal bot performance. So that is how the integration, between the sub account and the main account. So every time the main account, every time the estimate liquidation reaches certain point, what we will do is that the sub account will replenish the main account to push that estimate liquidation away. And thereafter, right, once the positions are closed, you do not need to worry because automatically the amount that was replenished will be returned back into your sub account itself. Okay, so the sub account is just once, you have to put the amount once, and that amount will be recycled. Okay, will be recycled for every time the bot open and closes. Okay, now the other thing is that, as I mentioned to you, once all trading positions are fully closed, the replenished funds are automatically returned to the sub account, preparing for the next trading cycle without requiring manual intervention. So all these things are done with the algorithm. Everything is taken care automatically for you. So now, with having the sub account, you can now have the peace of mind because you do not need to keep topping up your main account. All right, you can keep topping up your sub account if you want to. As long as your sub account has sufficient fund, it will continuously to replenish your main futures account. So this is a brilliant wallet management system or wallet management strategy that has been put in place to mitigate liquidation, to improve bot performance, and also the profitability. Right now, the other thing is that a fallback protocol. Now, if the sub account lacks sufficient balance for replenishment, JDXBOT will switch to using the main account balance for continued DCA operation. Okay, so that is a fallback. So if your sub account is depleted, you do not need to worry. We can still continue to use your main account, but most of the time, the users will actually top up their sub account because every time your sub account have sufficient fund, it will continue used to replenish your main account. Okay. Now, the other thing is that we also have a critical alert trigger over here. In the event the main account balance drop to 40% of the highest available balance. So let's say, for example, your highest available balance or your minimum amount that you can fund is 200, right? So in case if your 200 now drop to 40%, all right, to 40%, you will then receive a critical alert email, all right, will be sent to notify user to top up their sub account. This prompt helps avoid liquidation and keep users bot run smoothly. Okay, so now you can see, right? This critical alert may not even happen. I think as of now, for the past 1 month plus, we don't have this critical alert trigger yet because the sub account is sufficient enough to manage the volatility of the market and so on. Even to be able to see a reduction of 60% while the bot is running is almost impossible to hit that 40%. But please understand, in case if that happened at 40% available balance, you will receive a trigger that protects you, and you can actually quickly replenish your sub account, and your position will continuously remain in the market. And thereafter, if the price recovers or price actually restores back, then you will be gaining massive profit because your position size has increased. Okay, now the key benefits here basically autonomous balance regulation. Okay, so we ensure stable hedging ratios, consistent performance, and reduce liquidation risk through intelligent fund movement between the accounts. Now, some of these keywords, right, I will explain during the AMA session on Thursday, because it is technical so that you understand. For example, what do I mean by hedging ratios, right? Now, these are important position size ratio that we need to maintain in order to actually enjoy greater amount of net profit, okay, which I will explain to you the Thursday, okay? But I just want you to understand from the macro perspective how JDXBOT strategy actually works, and some of these important components, especially when it comes to risk management, so that you have the peace of heart and the peace of mind knowing that all these measures are actually put in place to protect, to preserve the capital of our users, okay? That's the critical, most important thing, right? Now, the other benefit is that hands-free, worry-free, 100% autopilot, designed for a fully automated experience, no manual intervention needed. So the only manual intervention that you are doing is basically managing your fund. So you have the main futures account, you have the sub account, you got the spot wallet, you got the strategy wallet, right? So these are the 4 types of wallet that you have, and you need to make sure all these wallets are managed by yourself because these are 100% your fund. Okay, so I hope this is helpful. Now, let's move on quickly and look into the initial startup cost. This is going to be important. So I'm going to show you some of the important criteria and what will be those initial startup costs. Okay, now, the first thing is that you need to, you have to purchase the strategy plan. Okay, now, please understand we have 12 plus 1 month free subscription. So total subscription when you come on board will be 13th month. All right, now you have USDT, which is $100, USDC 100, and BTC 100. So the total here, right, will be $300. Can you see that? $300 if you want to basically enjoy 3 strategy all together. But if you buy all together, right, if you buy all together, you only have to pay $250 when you purchase the 3 strategy at once. Okay. Now, please understand the strategy purchase are non-refundable and also non-trustable. Please make sure you don't make a mistake when you are basically purchasing the strategy. And number 2 is that strategy subscription are yearly renewal. Okay, so it's an annual renewal. Now, the second cost is your futures account. So you need to fund your futures account. So apart from purchasing the subscription plan, you need to fund your futures account. Now, the minimal initial funding for BitGet main futures account starts at $200 or more for each of the strategy. All right. So it depends on the number of strategy that you're going to buy. So if you buy 3 strategies, then 200 per strategy. So that will be $600. All right. Please understand. The other thing is that there is no maximum limit. So if you say, I want to buy the subscription at $250, and I want to fund each of my account with $1,000, with a $10,000, that is completely up to you. Okay, because the more fund you have, definitely the more faster your ROI will be, and so on. Okay, now the next is that you need to fund your sub account. Remember, your sub account is going to be a very critical wallet management account. So here, the minimum fund requirement for the sub account activation is 50% or more of the highest available main futures account balance. Can you see that? And this is for each of the assets. So if your main futures account, let's say USDT is 200, so 50% of that is 100 in your sub account. All right. So if you have 3 strategies, 200, 200, 200, so your sub account will be 100, 100, 100 or more. Okay. Please understand that. Now, another important funding is basically your strategy wallet. All right, so this is where the 30-70 profit sharing will be taking place. Okay, so because please understand, JDXBOT will not touch your fund in your BitGet exchange. We don't have the permission to do that. So the only way that we can actually deduct your 30%, all right, it basically from your JDXBOT back office. So you have a strategy wallet in your back office, so you need to maintain the fuel fee. Okay, you can call this as a fuel fee or management fee. So you need to maintain that. So every time there is a profit generated, 30% will be shared between the users and also JDXBOT. Please take note of that, right? Now, let me just explain to you what will be the cost line, okay, based on the number of strategy that you intend to purchase. So if you go for one strategy, it can be USDT, it can be BTC, it can be USDC. It's up to you. So if you go for one strategy, it will be $100. And please make sure that your main futures account is funded with 200 minimum, and your sub account will be 50% of 200, which is 100. And the minimum initial amount to activate your strategy wallet will be 30. So that will be $430 if you purchase one strategy. All right. Now, if you go for 2 strategies, it will be $200 your subscription. But if you go for 2 strategy, you will enjoy. You only have to pay $180, and your main futures account will be double, right? Because now you have 2 strategies, so that will be 400, and your sub account will be 200, and your strategy wallet will be 30. Okay, and if you go for 3, okay, this is what we always encourage people: just go for 3, right? Take everything so that you can actually, because the higher number of strategy, the greater potential of earning. All right, because different strategy may actually start at different time, depends on the market condition and also algorithmic, and also depends on the liquidity and all those things. So you may, sometimes you buy one strategy and the bot doesn't work at all, right? Because the bot didn't open, because the market condition didn't meet. So your performance will be different than those who have 3 bots. So this is the reason why it's always good to maximize your potential earning and the performance of your bot. Now, if you go for 3 strategy, instead of 300, you will save $50. All right, you will save $50, so you only pay 250. All right, now for your main futures, minimum is 200 each of those assets, either USDT, BTC, and USDT, right? So that will be 600. These are minimum. You can put in 1,000 for each of those strategy, or 10,000 is up to you, right? Then your fund, your sub account is a 300, which is 50%. So that means that every single strategy is 100, 100, 100. Please take note of that, right? And you also need to, your initial deposit for bot activation is $30. So you can see, all right, if you go for 3 strategy, then it will be 1,180. So you can now, right? This is the reason why it's important for you to attend this session. So now you can plan accordingly, because you have informed. You have information to make informed decision about the investment that you're going to make with JDXBOT. Okay, so please take note of that. So I hope this is helpful. Okay, now as I mentioned to you, this is basically the profit sharing. Okay, from the trading realized profit sharing model. So you can see that our partners enjoy 70% of all the realized profit, and 30% will be the strategy fee deducted by JDXBOT. Now, all this deduction takes place in real time. The moment the bot closes the position in profit, all right, after the deduction of BitGet fees, whatever fee it is, this is what we call a realized profit. From that realized profit, then our partners will enjoy 70% net profit. Please understand that. Okay. Now, we are doing things differently, because our focus is net profit, not realized profit to our users. Okay, so we are giving our users net profit. So that means our users will be able to enjoy, the bigger, much bigger amount of profitability compared to gross profit or realized profit, or whatever other platform or other provider may provide. Okay, so that is basically what we want to do, because our goal is to empower ordinary people to generate extraordinary income. Okay, so please take note of that. So your job is making sure that your strategy wallet, all right, this is your smart contract wallet, your strategy wallet, you have to maintain, I think you need to maintain about 20% monthly of your highest available balance. So if, for example, if your fund in BitGet is $1,000, you may need $200 for the whole month to maintain in your strategy wallet. Okay, because if you are going to make about 20 to 30% profit, you need to be able to have enough fund for this deduction to take place. Okay, please take note of that. Okay, now the other thing is that the referral bonus program. Okay, so at this stage, we have introduced a 2-tier referral bonus. I think the next phase, okay, we have another final phase whereby we will be introducing a reward system for our partners. So that means that when you have people under you, let's say you got 100 people or 200 people, every time the strategy fee is deducted, you will be receiving a profit sharing from the company based on the volume of the strategy fee that is deducted under your hierarchy. All right. Now that is going to be exciting. Okay, so we will be sharing with you later on the affiliate referral, the partners referral program system. All right, so that will excite you, so that everyone who is trading under you, the greater their asset value, the more strategy fee deducted, the more profit sharing will actually come to you. Okay, so we will be sharing that later on. Okay, just to give you some idea about our next phase, of implementation. We are working on that. We are studying on that based on the actual strategy fee that is deducted. And then once we have that in place, by then I think the team will start to grow. You will have the number of people under you, and you can start to enjoy the strategy, the profit sharing from the strategy fee. Okay, now let's look into the referral bonus program. This is an unlimited lifetime 2-tier. Okay, so the total bonus that has been allocated is 30% on any purchases of the strategy and upon each renewal. Okay, so the first tier you will enjoy 20%. So anyone that you introduce with your referral link, don't make a mistake with a referral link. Okay, don't come to the support and say, I used the wrong referral, can you change it? There's no way to change it. All right, don't make a mistake, because once the referral link paid out is made, the money is already out. We can't be reverting back any of those mistakes done by the users. Okay, so be very careful. So you can enjoy 20%. So that simply means, right, if someone comes under you and they purchase a $250 strategy, a 3 strategy, right, $250, you enjoy $50 instantly will be credited in your back office. All right. Now imagine if you have 10 people, that means you already made $500, all right, from the strategy fee. So you can use that money to actually top up your main futures account, or you can even top up your sub account. You can even use for your strategy, your wallet to pay the fees and so on, right? So that is awesome, all right? Now, when your level 1 introduces to your level 2, you will enjoy 10% from the tier 2, all right? So this is where you will enjoy a total of 30% referral bonuses. Now, please also understand that every year when the renewal is made, you will continue to enjoy the referral commissions. Okay, as long as your account is active, you will continue to enjoy the referral commission from those renewals. So this is a lifetime. Okay, so imagine, right, if you can make 5 or 10,000 every year just from the referral commission alone, that would be awesome, right? That is like your yearly bonuses. Okay, so use this opportunity, guys. This is why we want to empower ordinary people. We are giving, we are basically, giving out the best bonuses. We want to make sure our team, and the people who are our partners are basically blessed, tremendously with this program. Now, please understand that your bonuses will be credited instantly into your back office, and you can even instantly withdraw those bonuses. Okay, there is no waiting of 48 hours or 24 hours. Okay, you can instantly submit withdrawal. You can put the wallet address in USDT TRC20, and the moment you submit, I think within few minutes you should be able to see that amount arrive in your external wallet. Okay, and then you can use that money for whatever reason. Okay, so that is how the system works over here. Okay, now to get started is very simple. Okay, you just need to make your next profitable move. You just have to sign up, right? So just sign up, as I mentioned to you. You need to sign up BitGet account. You also need to sign up JDXBOT, and thereafter you need to connect your accounts. Okay, from JDXBOT to BitGet through API. So you need to create the API in BitGet and then bind your API with JDXBOT. And last but not least, once all these processes, all the steps are done, your bot will then be activated and autonomous trading will be taking place. Okay, so these are a simple basic steps. Okay, but please understand that you can actually get into your back office, right? If you have like JDXBOT website, you can get into JDXBOT website. Now, if you go just at the header, right, you will see all the resources over there. So the most important thing is the getting started checkpoints. There are 13 checkpoints. Make sure that you go through each of the checkpoint and tick, all right? And tick one by one so that you don't make any mistake, all right? Don't rush, take your time. Please understand, okay? This is very important. Just once, get it right, okay? And for each of those checkpoints, you will have the getting started guide. Okay, so for example, if the checkpoint says that you need to sign up, you just have to look into the getting started guide, how to sign up. There will be a step-by-step guide over there. All right, let me just see if I can bring you into the back office. Okay, just give me a minute. bringing to the back office. So this is our back office. So this is the dashboard that I mentioned to you earlier, right? So if you are a member, if you're already a user, and you have an account with JDXBOT, this is the dashboard, okay? So you can see that you will be able to see your strategy, what is your bot status, whether your bot status is active or inactive. Everything will be there, right? So, and also the number of days, right? When will this strategy expires and so on. And here you got a referral performance, how many number of people you have introduced and how much income have you earned so far. Okay, you will have a snapshot of information there. And here you can see your hourly available balance. Okay, whatever amount that you have in your main futures account, it will be reflected here on the hourly. So we can see, the status of your hourly balance. You can also see the daily realized profit. Like today, there is no profit. Okay, because the bonds are still floating, waiting for the profit taking, right? The market is not in our favor at this moment. And then the strategy fee deduction. So every time the realized profit is reported, you will also see the strategy fee. Now, at the end of the day, right, you will see the total realized profit on a monthly basis, all right, on the monthly basis. So you will be able to see for each of the asset, this is USDC, USDT, and BTC. Can you see that? And how much strategy fees has been deducted so far for those realized profits. So this is where you will have your, you can actually deduct the 30% and the remaining is your net profit. Okay. And you also will be able to see the total asset trend and so on. Okay. Just a quick walkthrough. Okay. I'm not going to go through detail. We will go through this during the technical session. Right. Now, if you go back to the home page, you will see the getting started. If you click there, you see the getting started checkpoints. So you click the checkpoint, it will then bring you, can you see that? It will then bring you here, all right? Now, this is a very important checkpoint, okay? So you have to, first of all, have this checkpoint with you, all right? Have this checkpoint with you and go through each of these steps. Can you see that? So we got the steps over here. All right, step 1. Okay, so you need to sign up and log in to BitGet. So these are the process for BitGet. And then can you see that once you have signed up in BitGet, what are those description? What are those instructions? Make sure you follow and you will see the checkpoint. Can you see that? So tick each of these one by one. All right, one by one. Okay, and then once you have completed your BitGet, okay, next you move to JDXBOT. You need to sign up. So if you have a referral link, use the referral link to sign up. And then you verify the email, enable 2FA, then you sign in, you purchase your plan. Can you see that? All the different descriptions are there. And thereafter, you create the API in BitGet and bind API with JDXBOT. And then you have to bind your IP address, deposit your strategy fee all the way until you complete the 13th checkpoint and your bot get activated. Right? Now you say, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. What are the steps? Don't worry, right? All that you need to do, go back to your getting started. You see the getting started guide, click the guide. And now you will have detailed, all right? Detailed step by step, all right? Detailed step by step guide. So you go all the way here, you can see the getting started step by step tutorial. So number 1, sign up and verify. So over here, you can see we have given you the circle, right? Can you see step 1, sign up, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, all right? So the details are there. All that you need to do is be diligent and take your time and go through step by step and complete the sign up process and your sub account, everything will be there, all right? So go through these resources that we already provided for you, which is available in the home page itself. Okay, so if you want to check the corporate presentation that I'm presenting today, you can click the corporate presentation here. And I would advise each and every one of you, please take some time during the weekend or whatever, read through the 52 frequent asked questions. So rather than you are asking the same question during the technical meeting, probably a lot of these questions will be answered in the FAQ itself. All right, so I hope this is helpful. Okay, great. Now let me get back to my slide, okay? Okay, great. Now, the other important information, just take note, okay? These are the two important events that we have. Number one, we have our exclusive preview weekly, which is Tuesday, such as today, all right? And also, that is basically 8 o'clock, okay? We fix at 8 o'clock. And every fortnightly, I think the first and the third week of every month are on Thursday. So the first AMA will be conducted this week, Thursday. So this is where AMA means Ask Me Anything session. So you can ask me anything related to the strategies, related to the technicality and so on during this meeting. And I might even give you information about the market, okay, what I see about the market, what is the upside target, down target, and I give you some fundamental analysis about what I'm seeing about the market and where I think the market will go and so on. All right. So that will be quite an important meeting. If you want to come and join, please do so. Okay. So we will be putting up the link in the Facebook. If you are part of the Facebook, okay, please make sure you are part of the Facebook and also our private Telegram group. Okay. All right. So with that, I hope, all right, I hope this comprehensive, this information, gives you a full detail about JDXBOT. How does the strategy works? What are the initial startup, the ecosystem, and so on. Okay, and I hope that you are blessed throughout the presentation. Okay, so let me just quickly open up for anyone. If you would like to ask any questions, you can either raise your hand at the bottom there. You will see an icon raise hand. Or if you want to put in the chat room, you can actually put up in the chat room. I will try to answer any questions that you have. Or if you want to give a compliment, how satisfied are you, especially those of you already been part of the program. Or if you want to, give your comments or input about the presentation, that would be really great. Okay. All right. Please go ahead, guys. Anyone have any questions that you would like to ask? Anything that you would like to clarify? Please go ahead. Okay, all right. So means I believe everything is clear, right? So there is no questions. So if there is no questions, then I would like to really appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. This presentation or the video will be uploaded into the YouTube, but it will be private. So or you can actually get it from those who have actually brought you here today. Okay, let me just, I think we have yes, Obong, please unmute yourself. Please go ahead.
Okay, okay, doctor. Confirm you can hear me because I'm offshore.
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, afternoon, evening, team. Dr. JD, what I wanted to mention on that strategy wallet. So sorry, I'm having. Now. Sorry. Please proceed to DPH now. To wait for a helicopter. Thank you. Okay, confirm you can hear me again. Sorry, confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay, I was saying that doctor was saying that on the strategy wallet, that 20%, there's one day that we have serious volatility on crypto that even my own, I had to find a way and top up my strategy because the board made a lot of profit that day because of so many. That day that Powell was talking, there were a lot of volatility. Yes. And the board made a lot of profit. Secondly, this other day that we had 10,000 drop, from that 88 to 74, the board made a lot of profit that day also. So sometimes it's good to even top up that strategy wallet more than that 20%, because if the board is making a lot of profit during that volatility time, the fund on the strategy wallet may deplete. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. And God bless you for all you do for humanity. Thank you.
Yeah, that is exactly right. What Obong is saying is right. But we are just giving you a guide, okay, a guide of 20%. But once you are part of the program, you just have to monitor based on your Bitget main futures account, based on your investment, right? Your trading fund, how much profit actually that you are making. Because please understand, right? Based on the profit, then the 30% will be deducted. So if let's say, for example, you are making a profit of $1,000, then $300 is the strategy fee. So, but to make $1,000, probably your capital is $10,000. So that's why we mentioned to you, from the $10,000, you allocate 20%, which is $2,000. So that means you will not have any problem, right? But nevertheless, please monitor yourself, because once you monitor your profit, then you will know, oh, all right, I have to make sure to maintain this amount in my strategy wallet. But on top of that, just to remind everyone, you do have a reminder balance, right? Reminder balance to set. So if you are making more profit and your strategy wallet depleting fast, then you might want to set your reminder balance a bit higher, so that you receive a notification through the email every time, every time it hits your reminder balance. Okay, so just take note of that. Okay, so that will be helpful. Yeah, thank you so much, Obong, for that insight, because that is important for everyone to understand. Because sometimes, like now, right, we have been floating for quite some days, and there are a lot of ad orders are taking place, right? So when a lot of ad orders are taking place, and if the market reverse and it closes, it will be huge profit. So you might have a problem where your strategy wallet can actually get depleted. Okay, so you have to be very careful, right? So that's why it's always good that you have sufficient amount in your strategy wallet. But nevertheless, please understand, once the bot closes, there is a 5 minutes allowance, right? The bot will not immediately open another position. Sometimes there's a 5 minutes, and sometimes it can be longer than that if the market condition doesn't meet, right? If the market condition doesn't meet, the bot will not open the next position until the market condition meets. So you still have time during that period. But if your strategy wallet is depleted during that period and you didn't top up, your bot will not start. Okay, your bot will not restart. So you need to be very careful, and you will receive an email. You will receive an email saying that there is insufficient fund in your strategy wallet and your bot is deactivated. All right. So don't allow your strategy wallet to get depleted. Okay, because if it depleted or it cannot be deducted, your bot will be deactivated. All right. Please understand that, because please understand, as I mentioned, right, this is a partnership, right? 70-30. So we want you to honor us, and we also honor you. So it's a partnership. So we don't allow anyone to take advantage of the system. So when we deactivate, if you go to the dashboard, you will see your strategy is inactive because it has been deactivated. And always check your email. Okay, your emails are very important. Always check your email, because that is where we communicate with you if there is any issues with your bots and so on. Okay, so appreciate that question from Obong, because that helps a lot of you to understand now. This is another problem that people has. I don't know why they don't write down. I don't know why they don't write down the recovery key, right? There's a 6-digit recovery key when you set up your 2FA. Now, please understand, okay? Go through the FAQ. I have explained that in detail, the importance of the recovery key. If you have written it down, you do not need to reach the support. You can use the recovery key to actually access your or log in into your account. All right. The problem is that if you don't write it down, and then if you lose your phone or your device and you cannot access your 2FA, then you cannot log in, and then you need to look for the support. It's a waste of time. All right. So it's best that you actually write down the recovery key and keep it, so that you can actually use it in the future. That's why we provide you with the recovery key, my friend. So that is the simplest way. There are the 6-digit recovery key. And even when you do the 2FA, we will remind you, have you noted down your recovery key? Okay, so this is all the thing that we already embedded into the system, because we don't want you to waste time look for the support, because the support can be occupied, right? The support can be busy with other issues and so on. Then you won't get your answer, and then you need to wait for 24, 48 hours. All right. So if you write it down, you do not need the support. Okay. So that's why I'm asking you, please, okay, read the guide that we give you, because in the guide, we have even put the caution over there. Please write down the recovery key. All right. So everyone that you share with, okay, please remind them. Okay, please remind them to go through the guide. Read everything. Don't rush. Read everything so that you know exactly what you are doing. All right. Now, does the referral bonus cover trading profit? No. Your referral, as I mentioned earlier, right? Your referral bonus at this moment is only your strategy subscription. But we have another phase. Okay, we are actually for the next phase. All right. If you look into the website, right? If you go to the website, let me bring you to the website. And if you go down here, you can see our roadmap. Okay, see that? Our roadmap. So see that final launch, right? We have got a final launch here where we have the partners referral program. So because at the moment, right, it's still new. So our partners are still actually referring people and building their team, right? So what we will be doing here is that we will be basically the strategy fee that has been deducted. All right, there will be a profit sharing later on that will goes to the partners referral program. So everyone that you bring in into your hierarchy, whenever the strategy fee deducted, all right, the certain portion from the company's profit sharing, right? So now the company takes 30%. Remember that. Why we take 30%? Because in the future, we may allocate 5 or 10% of that back to our partners based on the strategy fees that is deducted in their hierarchy. Now, can you see that? That will be huge, right? That will be huge because that is based on the amount of asset that has been traded under the hierarchy, all right? So I hope that is clear. Okay, so that's why you can check our, our roadmap over there. Okay, so you can see we started in August 2023, and here we are today, right? So although you can see we are already in 2025, but we have not actually completed the final launch yet. We are basically transiting from the pre-launch into the final, okay? And we are delivering the result, but we will still going to make sure that the partners referral program are actually integrated so that our users can enjoy the referral program bonuses that comes from the strategy fee, right? So please take note of that. Okay, I hope that is helpful. So you can see, right, what we are doing here is that everything that we are doing here comes from the real profit. It's not recycled from users' money, right? It comes from the real trading. So that real trading income will be then, okay, used to share with our users. So in that way, JDXBOT is sustainable for a long term, right? Because these are the business model that we need, whereby users make profit from their own trading. All right. Then number 2, you have the 30% referral bonus. And number 3, from the strategy fee, user will then enjoy the referral partners incomes and so on. Okay, so all these things are done with the real income that is generated from the real trading. All right, so that is awesome. Okay, great. All right, I think that's all, guys. I would like to say thank you so much for being part, of the presentation today. Thank you so much. So do share. Next week we'll have the same presentation for the preview again. And this Thursday, I want to do the AMA session. I think many of you probably have a lot of technical questions. So come with those technical questions, and we will try to clarify and explain to you so that you can understand how this whole thing works. Okay. All right. So with that, I would like to say thank you so much. All right. God bless each and every one of you. Let me see if I can unmute you guys and you can say goodbye if you want to. All right. God bless you all. Okay. You are unmuted. God bless you. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you all. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Okay, do reach out. Okay, if you need help, do reach out to the support at jdxbot.com. All right, so we will try to assist each and every one of you. God bless you all. Take care.